this, my great pleasure is to tell you tonight we bring to you vocal harmony duo Moores and McCumber. Yay! Prior to the duo's formation, James Moores, based in Wisconsin, and Court McCumber, based in Colorado, each led prolific careers as solo artists. They had both already released 6 solo studio albums and had begun developing fan bases of their own. The two met at a music festival in 2005 and quickly bonded over their shared passions. James and Court began performing together as something of a side project, but it immediately became apparent they were meant for much bigger things. While more than the sum of their parts has become a bit of a cliche, there's no better phrase to describe Moores and McCumber. James is a gifted singer and songwriter, while Court specializes in creating vocal harmonies and captivating arrangements through innovative instrumentation. With their voices combined, they create a truly special sound. As Grammy award-winning producer Lloyd Maines says, they bring it all to the stage and deliver in a big way. One of the most memorable things that separates them from the crowd is their Moores and McCumber adventures. These music-themed travel tours to international destinations such as Ireland, Scotland, Mexico, and they have one for Italy back there, give fans an opportunity to directly engage with the artists while sharing cultural expeditions. Moores and McCumber have done more than just endear themselves to fans. They've built a genuine community, part of our name, bridging the gap between classic folk rock and present-day Americana. They write heartfelt songs directly inspired by life's experiences. With their latest record, released in 2023, Wired to the Moon, they have created some of their most compelling work to date, and we're very proud to bring them to you tonight.
See how we get on. Let's hear it. Their faces I've seen I could never forget. Their choices I've made I will always regret. Love has a way of filling you up. One day it's the best and the next it's too much. That's how it feels being in love. One day you'll find it, fall in the trance. The push and the pull, it's all part of the dance. Love has a way of filling you up. One day it's the best and the next it's too much. Love has a way of filling you up. One day it's the best and the next it's too much. That's how it feels being in love. Has a way filling you. Love has a way. Love has a way filling you. Love has a way. Pick yourself up, spin yourself around, run across the field and lay on the ground. Take a deep breath and then let it all out. Tell your best friend what you're worried about. That's how it feels being in love. Spin yourself around, run across the field, lay on the ground. Take a deep breath and then let it all out. Tell your best friend what you're worried about. Love has a way of filling you up. One day it's the best and the next it's too much. Love has a way of filling you up. One day it's the best and the next it's too much. Love has a way
As we say in the business, so far so good.
Well, it took us quite a few years to get in this room, so thank you guys for being here this evening. I think we originally had this planned maybe for last year. There might have been talks about this, I don't know, what the rest of the country called the lockdown years. I know Florida didn't have to do any of that, but you guys, I bet, paid attention to it. I saw a lot of my family members in Jacksonville and Lakeland, and you know those areas. They were not paying attention to it, but we're happy to be here finally. Thank you so much. My good buddy James Moores, like he said, he lives in Superior, Wisconsin, on the southern shores of Lake Superior, and it is freezing there now, and it's also been freezing there in July.
Yes. So this is my new home.
I'm like, so we're going to do 2 weeks in Florida every February on tour. He's like, can we do 3?
Yeah. Just doubled my summer. It's so good.
Peace and love look nice and grand. Now and then you catch a glimpse to try and try and try for nothing more than this. Well, you're gonna miss everything. You pray for this, a pot of gold and a final wish, to beg and beg and beg for nothing more than this. Well, you're gonna miss everything. Everything is captivating. There's no time for deliberating. If you listen, the facts speak for themselves. Make believe is common sense. So drag your stick along the fence. Dream and dream and dream of oceans blue inside of you. Dream and dream and dream and dream. Dream and dream and dream and dream. Dream and dream and dream of oceans blue inside of you, in spite of you and everything. Everything.
Waking up with inspiration to write songs, and that definitely has happened with the Moores and McCumber songwriting team. We've had a lot of inspiration over the years. We got together in 2005. We met around a campfire at a folk festival in Colorado, and we were each living out of our respective vans down by different rivers and trying to make a go as singer-songwriters. And we kind of enjoyed each other's company so much so that we started showing up at each other's gigs when we'd be in the same towns. And a lot of times back in the day, we'd have a TV. Instead of a banner like this saying, where we're playing, there'd be a TV with a Division III football game on it. And people were, in rapt amazement that that game was on. And we're just down here singing our hearts out, looking for a little attention. And so much looking for the attention that you'd watch the game kind of out of the corner of your eye. And if you saw an imminent touchdown coming, you'd get ready to stop your song just to feel applause, just to know what it might be like one day. And then we started singing together, and we realized, wow, people were like asking to shut off the TV, and maybe could we have the guys turn up the music? And we were like, okay, well, maybe we make a record. And we made a record, and now I think we've made about a dozen records over the last 15 years. And now we get to play all the way to Fort Myers. I mean, we've made it, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. We've made it. No, I was trying to tell you that first song is one of our brand new songs, and then this one is one of our oldest compositions. So this one started, I was playing a concert in near Gettysburg, and I had an idea for I had a musical piece going, and I just imagined Civil War kind of theme. And I explained what I had to Court, and we had just both read a book by a guy named Stephen Ambrose. It's called Wisconsin Boy and Dixie, and it's letters home from a Iron Brigade soldier. And he was taking a walk up in Superior, and he saw this plaque about how a lot of the Iron Brigade soldiers had to leave the war and come up and defend the fort in Superior from the Native Americans. And so we kind of got into this discussion, and we ended up writing the song. So this is called Quick As I Can, and one of our earliest compositions. One of our longest introductions to a song of the night, by the way. You're welcome. Thank you.
The song is the Cliff Notes version, but you completely...
I think I nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done.
Oh.
As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can. As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can. I joined up in 61, left behind a wife and son to keep in step with the fife and drum. Well, I fell in with the Iron Brigade to fight the boys who wear the gray. We'll be back in 90 days. As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can. As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can. Well, first stop was Rock County, Wisconsin Cavalry, then train on down to Missouri, Mississippi to Cairo, up to Paducah, Ohio, rendezvous with Grant and O'Shiloh. As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can. As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can. April 1862, the Devil's Day would come too soon. Colonel Moore gathered up his troops. We sang Red Boys of Days that buried our brothers in the blood-soaked clay, never again to see the light of day. As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can. As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can. My Warsaw farm I may never see if they bury me in Tennessee. Just bring these letters home for me and give my love to my sweet family. As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can. As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can. As quick as I can, as quick as I can, I'm gonna come back home as quick as I can.
So we do a bunch of adventure trips all overseas. We started with Ireland many years ago. We've now branched out to do trips to Scotland and Croatia now and Italy, and we used to do something down in Mexico. We've done something to Cuba one time, and we survived that one. And so we've been doing these trips for many years, and what we learned by doing all the trips in Ireland is that they have songs over there and tunes. And the difference is songs have lyrics, tunes do not. And so in the duo, I write a lot of instrumental music, and so those are tunes. They have no words to them, and James writes most of the lyrics for the duo unless lightning strikes, and every once in a while I have some idea for that. But James has said that these next two that we're going to string together, and it's called a set of tunes in Ireland, and it's one called Killery Fjord and Shoemaker's House. These have no lyrics, okay, so 0 lyrics, 0 words. And James has said this is some of the best lyrics I've written to date.
I don't recall that, but it's possible I said that.
The other thing
after
that
a few margaritas.
the other thing that we do in this duo, you know, we both do write a lot of songs and tunes, and we're both doing that all the time. But you know, if we bring something to the other one, instead of being mean about it and saying that's really shite, we will say, yeah, it seems like you're really excited about that, and that would be great on your next solo record. And we don't have any solo records planned, so you're kind of like, thank you for saying I'm really excited about it. Wait a minute, you're not excited about it, and great for my solo record. How does that work? Anyways, luckily most of the stuff passes mustard and gets through the many layers of judgment and years of us honing our craft. But this made it through all of those layers, and so we're going to play these two tunes together for you, and they go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The best thing today is that we were getting in touch with Klaus on the way into town and saying, any chance we can, swing by where we're staying tonight before the show? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Here's the address. And then it was about an hour later. We're like, we'll just see you at the venue because James and I passed a place so we can't pass up this drink special. And Klaus's text back was, James, like, you're really going to text that to him? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. He's like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, this is going to be a good gig.
It is Fort Myers, by the way. Seems to be a lot of beachfront cocktail opportunities. You don't want to pass that up if you're not from here. I tried out for a bluegrass band years and years ago. A friend of mine owned a guitar shop in Duluth, Minnesota. And it was getting towards winter, and I needed something to do, so he was like, hey, do you want to try out for the bluegrass band that I'm in? I'm like, yeah, sure. Play fast, play chords, I could do that. And so I went over for a tryout, and I thought I nailed it. And, I was talking to Randy, I was like, it seems pretty good, right? And he's like, probably not. I'm like, what happened? He's like, well, you were yapping a lot, like hooting and hollering. Because I was going, woo! Yeah! Wow! Woo! When everybody take a little lick or something, I'm like, woo! He's like, you don't do that in bluegrass. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, the guys weren't into it. So I try to keep it calm down here. I wanted to hoot and holler during that last instrumental, but I didn't. I just wanted you to know where I was at, that I was just holding it all in place for you guys, because I really care about the audience experience much more than my experience. Just want you to have fun. Not hoot and holler, but just let you know I'm just keeping it down up here.
I give you full permission to hoot and holler, buddy. Yeah.
Okay, good.
We're in Florida, man.
Well, here's a song we wrote many years ago and kind of thought maybe it would be one we'd sing and the war would be over and then we'd stop singing it. But as we all know, we're singing it today. So this is called Something's Gotta Give.
In this pursuit of happiness, we forget those less fortunate. How long down this path would we truly get before something's gotta give? Something must give way to common sense. Something must give way to circumstance. When there is not enough to go around, something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. Now we could shoot our rockets to the furthest stars, but can we make the peace in Kandahar? When the shortest route to progress becomes war, something's gotta give. Something must give way to common sense. Something must give way to circumstance. When there is not enough to go around, something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. What will be said when we are gone by the things that we've done in the name of our chosen ones? Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. Something must give way to common sense. Something must give way to circumstance. When there is not enough to go around, something's gotta give. Something's gotta give.
4 different itineraries around the country. We have a guide and a driver, and so during the day we go sightseeing, and we learn all about the history and the people, and get to meet a lot of the people, which is probably the best part of Ireland, to be honest. And then in the evening we go listen to great traditional music, and Court and I get to sit in, and if any of you are players, you might get to sit in too, and it's a lot of fun. We've taken about 1,000 people now. We've done 42 of these trips, and most have come back. Not all of them, but most of them have come back.
Plus or minus 2%.
Plus or minus 2%, yeah. But those 2% are very happy there, and they love it. So anyway, we're gonna end this set with a couple of songs that we've written on our travels over there, and maybe entice you to get interested in those trips. Because I can imagine maybe, it's like 60 degrees over there in May and September, which is when we go. And I'm guessing it's warmer here in May and September. A little bit, stickier. Yeah. So anyway, this first one's called Sacred Ground, and the second one's called Leaving for Cove. And they go like this.
If you go to Ireland with us, you'll get to wear those jackets and sweaters that you're longing to here in Fort Myers. Like, I do have that wool sweater that I never... Well, I guess you guys do put them on when it's like 68, don't you? That's the thing that's most shocking to me. I mean, I grew up in Florida, and my blood is thickened by being in Colorado. I get pictures from friends, and I'm looking at the weather just being like, man, 68 must be unbelievable. And then you see everybody here in knit caps and their puffy jackets. I'm like, oh, my God. Meanwhile, it'd be tank tops. All right, here we go.
Daddy diddly daddy dee, daddy diddly daddy do, daddy diddly daddy dee, daddy diddly daddy do. Wiggle me, shake on my bones. With more to unravel, I'll travel these shores, and into my ears the waves they do pound, rolling stone into sand on the sacred ground. Sacred ground, sacred. Daddy diddly daddy dee, daddy diddly daddy do, daddy diddly daddy dee, daddy diddly daddy do. So many were buried before I was born. My spirit is marked, it could never be torn. To the flag that waves green, I'll be ever bound. To lie with my brothers and sisters in the sacred ground, sacred ground, sacred ground, sacred. Daddy diddly daddy dee, daddy diddly daddy do, daddy diddly daddy dee, daddy diddly daddy do. The past is full of sorrow and woe. So many have struggled to reap what we sow. The soul of the island cannot be held down. The song sings forever from the sacred ground, sacred ground, sacred ground, sacred ground, sacred. Daddy diddly daddy dee, daddy diddly daddy do, daddy diddly daddy dee, daddy diddly daddy do. Still there's food in the field, I have little doubt. They found a solution for thinning us out. But the workhouse is full, so we're packing it up. We're leaving for Cove in the morning. We drink to remember, we drink to forget. We drink to put a rest to the ghosts in our heads who remind us of home as we sail to new lands. We're leaving for Cove in the morning. Ma fell to the hunger the night before last. She gave all she had to care for the rest. But the landlord said there'll be no room without her rent. So we're leaving for Cove in the morning. We drink to remember, we drink to forget. We drink to put a rest to the ghosts in our heads who remind us of home as we sail to new lands. We're leaving for Cove in the morning. And in the night you can hear the carts passing by, delivering loved ones to homes in the sky. As I cry and I pray and I ask the Lord why are we leaving for Cove in the morning. We drink to remember, we drink to forget. We drink to put a rest to the ghosts in our heads who remind us of home as we sail to new lands. We're leaving for Cove in the morning. We drink to remember, we drink to forget. We drink to put a rest to the ghosts in our heads who remind us of home as we sail to new lands. We're leaving for Cove in the morning.